We are now race 3 of the 1,000 miles. And the fact that I landed on Italy on a fluke, wasn't even looking at the screen, indicates, actually no, Monaco's not in Italy, it's the French coast, the blue coast. Although it is near Italy, of course. Now to bring on the people. Anyway, man. Inferno? Inferno, has your mic decided to work?
Fuck's sake. Hang on.
Yeah, I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. And it looks like Inferno has decided to kill his
Still
microphone.
showing that's iRacing.
Oh dear.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
Right, let us begin. Monaco, 99 laps. Because, Also, I'm doing very good. Remain, thank you very much. How are you doing? Oh, here we go. 99 laps of cancelled F1 circuit.
Yeah. Considering everything that's been going on,
Remember
I'm not
Ireland?
entirely surprised.
Yeah, it's probably cancelled till June now.
Yeah. Because they did say that, you know, races, well, most of the races have been delayed up until, you know, the point of where the European leg would be scheduled to start, because it does start around May, June
Yeah.
time, because they start things off with Catalonia.
Ah, yes. Oh god, wheel spin. You've been feeling mentally ill, huh, Romain? Oh god. Hosts from everywhere. Jason Poland and Daniel, thank you very much for your hosts. That was a noise.
Yeah, that was indeed a noise.
Very plague to civilization. Also, hello, Fabinator. How are you? That's another host by Romain. Oh, there's so much B Team NWO music. That seems oddly fitting. Yeah.
Oh, well.
Well, looks like most of the country's on lockdown now. All pubs, clubs, and restaurants and whatnot have all got to close by midnight tonight.
Yeah. Meaning the only things that'll be open are corner shops, supermarkets, and, well, fast food joints / takeaways.
Yeah. Thank you for the
And
host,
even
by
then,
the way.
the fast food places are going to be takeaway and drive-through only.
Yeah, I think Just Eat is now. I think Just Eat is now just a no-touch policy.
Yeah. Because they're literally, because Uber Eats and
Who even
Just
uses
Eat.
Uber Eats?
I don't know, but anyone that's those two that do deliveries, essentially they're just doing, like, you know, you can only pay online now. Right, they will not take cash. You must pay online.
I think this race may take us at least 4 hours.
I'm trying to remember.
Inferno, the Ford
Close
Mustang
to
Fox body.
3.
Close to 3. That was Opera Paris. That was 95 laps. But every lap took about 1 minute 40 seconds.
Yeah, between 3 and 4 hours, I believe.
This is going to be one long race. And tomorrow we're doing Le Mans.
Oh, yeah. But here's the thing, the good thing about Le Mans is you got the full straight to work with.
Oh yes. Thank God for historical track.
Mm.
It's only 2
And
laps
just
in.
be
I want to
glad
fucking
that,
die.
and just be glad that you know, you're not having to deal with the AC427.
Oh God, Cobra.
Yeah, that's a rare opponent. And I do say rare because 9 times out of 10, the fastest thing will usually be either the 300 SL or the Alpha Julia Sprint.
I've got the Alpha Julia Sprint.
Mm.
Staying at home is not very good for me mentally. Not for anyone it isn't, but we've got to stick with it now. With everything going down, I think it's best that we do stay indoors or stay at least stay in our gardens.
Mm.
In my case, what seems to be left of a garden. It's a big garden, but the problem is there's so much stuff just streamed everywhere. Tarpaulin, a ladder, a saw. The swimming pool section doesn't seem right. Oh no, it shouldn't exist in historical times. Instead, it was one big chicane with a giant jump. Also, how's the Mini Marcos staying ahead of the Julius Sprint?
That's a good question. I mean, you know, the Julia Sprint does have double the horsepower, but then again, it does weigh, I think, about 400 kilos more.
Hmm.
Probably more.
Remember Jordan?
Either that or I cannot overtake.
That too. I mean, it is Monaco at the end of the day.
The 7-Up Jordan. Oh, the 7-Up Jordan. Remember the Glow Honda, which they said was trying to raise awareness for something, but actually it had no sponsors.
Wow.
The Benson Hedges Jordan. Oh, the big yellow Jordan.
Yeah.
Oh, we are only 3 laps in.
3 laps. And the Mini Marcos is already 33 seconds behind.
The Fiat 500 still exists. Button said it looked amazing. Oh, God.
Mm.
Was he held at gunpoint to say that?
Probably.
Hmm. When do you think this lockdown's going to be over then?
I have no idea.
9 teams got a podium. Oh, yes. I will say this lockdown will end about 3 months. Because that's when summer
Yeah,
begins.
they did say that
We
most
could beat this
businesses
thing
are
by
wanting
12
to be-
weeks.
Yeah, they did say at least 12 weeks.
Oh, Lord.
Mm.
Barrichello got one in the 2008 Grand Prix. Yes, that is true. But did you know in 2006, Honda gave Jenson Button his first ever win?
Mm. Oh my god.
F1 is apparently holding online races instead.
Yeah, I believe this weekend they are actually doing the Bahrain Grand Prix on, I believe, F1 2019.
That's true.
Because I remember Codemasters actually tweeting about that.
But thing is, will it be broadcasted live on ITV? No, Channel 4 or Sky Sports.
Let's see.
If it is, that's going to be a big boost for esports.
Well, it says we race on the Bahrain Virtual Grand Prix is here, coming Sunday. Fucking 8 o'clock in the evening.
What? This is
And
on what?
It says, well, the screenshot, the little thumbnail thing they have says YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook.
Facebook?
Yeah.
Oh, this is the Veloce esports one, isn't it?
Yeah.
How about the
Yeah,
Vietnamese and
but
Dutch
actually,
Grand Prix?
Vietnam is cancelled. That's for sure.
Williams 5 Barricade for Bruno Senna.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. We
Formula
remember
One
that debacle.
launches virtual Grand Prix series to replace postponed races.
That would be great.
Hmm.
I guess we
Well,
are
at
in
least
the
it-
I guess
At
we
least
are.
it's something.
Yeah. It looks like we're in the midst of a sim racing boom then.
Hmm. What time it is to be a gamer.
What a horrible time it is to actually have work.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Everyone's at risk of losing their jobs, apart from the supermarket people.
I'm just staring at one of the things I can get on Twitch Prime.
It's not those
You know
dauntless
how,
things, is it?
you know how Doom Eternal has released today?
Yep.
Well, Twitch Prime are doing a couple of Twitch Prime exclusive.
Is it skins?
Well, collections. Yes, they are skins, but they also include, animations, podiums, and profile icons with titles.
Okay.
The first one is the Doomicorn Slayer Master Collection.
Oh god. The Doomicorn.
Yeah, the Doomicorn. And essentially, what it is, it turns Doomguy's armor into a pretty unicorn.
Oh lord.
It does actually come with two colour variants, Purple Pony and Nightmare.
Black?
It doesn't actually show the colours, it just shows, well, it doesn't show both of them, it only shows one, which is white and pink with his wrist gauntlet blade thing as a rainbow. But it does have stuff that would be akin to a unicorn, like wings, fucking unicorn head, all that stuff. It's
God. Bruno was only in F1 because his last name was Senna. Did he win a kart racing championship?
I think so. There
Bruno
you go, man.
Senna.
Hey,
Mr. Go Man, how are you?
oh, fine.
I've put a screen in response.
God. Let's see. Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
I can't see it right now because I'm driving.
I mean, I love
It's software, it's got a massive sense of humour.
yeah, its software do have a massive sense of humour.
Hey, look, it's the Fiat. Buy Fiat.
you know, oh god, the Fiat. I don't get why the game puts Fiats in this race. I mean, yes, no, not all three.
To be
two-
dangerously slow.
Yeah, two of the three can actually show up. I believe it's the 500F and the 500L.
But
that
they're
show up.
literally the same.
Yeah, I know. But both of them can actually show up at the same time.
They can show up at this, so they'll be fighting for fifth.
Yes, essentially.
That'll be entertaining.
Unfortunately, the 500R does not show up because that was made in 1972. Even though it's exactly the fucking same.
Yep. The fact that Bruno's replaced Barrichello is bullshit. As a Barrichello fan, that is shit. But remember, Rubens Barrichello did indeed beat the Stig.
Yes.
And now every night, the Stig has a dream of him beating up Barrichello in some way or another.
Okay, I need to
Well,
cut out
well,
already.
let's rephrase that. Rubens Barrichello was actually the first person to be the Stig.
Yep.
Because after Rubens came along, it was then Sebastian Vettel who, beat the Stig. And then Lewis Hamilton returned to, completely dominate.
Yep.
Because, Lewis Hamilton set a stupid time. There was, I think about a second and a half of the Stig's time when it was wet and oily. I mean...
Daniel Ricciardo once appeared on Top Gear. Yes, he did. So did David Coulthard, in fact. That is one smoky rear tyre.
Yeah. Well, you do that slightly because you don't have a
limited slip diff.
Limited slip diff.
I remember Mr.
Oh,
Coulthard.
yeah. Oh yeah, David Coulthard was, the one who managed to fire a paintball into Jeremy Clarkson's crotch.
Backwards.
Through an F1 car.
Backwards.
Yes.
Now that's the skill of an F1 driver.
Yeah. Have the precision to shoot Jeremy Clarkson in the nuts without even looking at him.
He left Red Bull right before it became good. No, he left Red Bull right before Adrian Newey existed there. Excuse me, VW Common Gear. Yes, I remember.
Yeah, that was which Italian country was it?
Minardi.
Hmm?
It was Minardi that was bought out by Red Bull.
Yeah, which became Toro Rosso, and
now it's AlphaTauri.
I'm trying to think which Grand Prix. I know it's the Italian Grand Prix, but I'm trying to think which year.
2008.
That was it.
When Sebastian Vettel.
Yeah, Sebastian Vettel, famously winning his first Grand Prix for Toro Rosso.
Yeah, it gave the former Minardi team their first ever win.
Yeah.
Which was, if anything, a very special moment.
Wasn't also their only moment.
Also, Sebastian Bourdais should have gotten a podium at Spa, don't at me. Okay.
Yeah, Sebastian Bourdais was a little bit of a tragic F1 stint, seeing as he essentially got fired from the team, not because purely for the fact that he was an F1 driver wearing glasses.
So they fired him for image.
Pretty much. I mean, it was more down to a case of that because he was someone who wore glasses seeing as he was someone who wore glasses and he was racing in F1, they kind of contributed that to the reason why he wasn't getting very good race finishes or finishing races at all. They thought his poor eyesight was being a hindrance to him being in the F1 car, which which was a little bit of a dick move considering Bourdais has actually won IndyCar races.
So imagine that you were a driver who had trained all your life to race in F1 only to be fired for having glasses.
Pretty much.
Right, time for these tyres to get changed because, yeah, I think the fronts have had enough. I'm gonna be a DJ. He's actually a DJ? Eesh.
That's like the polar opposite of being an F1 driver.
Is it even that? That's pretty much the story of Jaime Alguersuari. What, will he also become a freaking DJ?
Oh, he did.
Wow, Jaime Alguersuari
I was about to guess
became
he'll
a
start becoming
DJ.
tax or some shit.
And apparently he's shit. Well then.
I know where not to go for any DJs. Oh, we're only 22 minutes in.
Yeah, this is why I usually respect this sort of thing.
Forgot to mention I wasn't here for the Opera Paris race. How did that go?
I've done the Opera Paris race.
Yeah, but how did it go?
One. Ooh, the Stillers.
I mean, 1,000 miles isn't actually difficult. It's just really time consuming.
Yeah, I think these two, race 2 and race 3, I think will last about 4 hours.
I know Nürburgring nearly lasted 4 hours.
Yeah, I know, but that's also the longest distance if I remember right.
Yeah. Well, if I'm remembering correctly, I believe each race equates to approximately 250 miles.
It's supposed to be, but the North Side is 13 miles long and it's 25 laps. So that's instantly over 300 miles.
Yeah. I heard that once Adrian Sutil stabbed someone in a nightclub with a broken bottle. One's a DJ, one stabs someone in a nightclub. The two go together well. Hey there, Alex. How you doing?
Hmm.
So we're all still at the same nightclub.
I'd laugh if they actually
They're
were in the
off to
same nightclub. I remember HRT. They were garbage.
Hmm. Yeah, Hispania Racing Team.
Which failed.
Yeah. Going to be a back market team.
Yep. What about Virgin? That was awful.
Yeah. Virgin Racing later became Marussia. The only credible finish was at the 2017 Monaco Grand Prix, where one Jules Bianchi actually finished 9th.
Astonishing.
Yeah, an astonishing finish. I mean, it was a very eventful race, but the young lad.
That was
deserved
2014
that
Inferno, apparently.
Oh, 2014. Sorry.
Christian Klein did 2 races.
I remember the race. I remember the track. I remember the
Yeah,
driver,
I don't think you
remember
I don't
team.
think you realized. I don't think you realized that Jules Bianchi would later die.
Yeah, I know. He yeah, because I remember actually watching that race. I remember actually being up.
It was
I
a
remember
horrific
actually
crash.
watching the race live, where you know, it was another eventful race where during a safety car period, he for whatever reason the stewards at one point were randomly waving green flags, where the rest of the track was waving yellows, and Jules Bianchi all of a sudden just aquaplanes at high speed off the track underneath a rather large recovery vehicle.
Yeah. The stewards were punished, hopefully.
Mm.
Christian Klein drove for HRT and did 3 races. Who the hell is Christian Klein? I don't remember anything about that guy. I could just hear the thoughts of Inferno just typing it up in his head, thinking, who was this guy? Last time he was in 2006 for Red Bull. Ooh.
Well, he had 51 entries, but he's classified for 51 F1 races, but he only started 49. And he was in F1 for good. Well, he raced in F1 for 6 years, but that's more, 6.
Oh god, the Fiat 500
participated in
just
6
crashed.
seasons.
The Fiat 500 just crashed. Just crashed.
Oh,
at the
it's
swimming
got a
pool.
chicane, no wonder. Yeah, I can't really do that chicane.
I was hoping for the Fiat to just spin round and go the other way.
It doesn't have enough power to do that.
Hey, if it could do that in Gran Turismo 3 with the Lotuses, I'm sure it could do it with a Fiat.
Oh, trust me, the AI. Oh, trust me, if it was Gran Turismo 5 B spec, they'd be having a pile up down there. But that's if one of the AIs decided to try and overtake on the inside and clipped the inside barrier.
Jesus.
I do that all the time in historic racing car, man.
Yeah. And one thing you gotta hope with that race is don't have either a Toyota 7 or a Chaparral 2J start right at the front. If you see a Chaparral 2J or a Toyota 7 start at the front of the pack, race back out, refresh the event.
God.
No, seriously, that is widely considered the most difficult thing in the game, with reason.
Sakin Yamamoto also drove for HRT that year. God. They had 4 drivers in 2010?
Oh yeah, let's see, HR.
No wonder they fell to pieces. Monaco Grand Prix has been cancelled due to the coronavirus. Yep. It looks like the first round of F1, maybe the Hungaroring.
Let's see.
Or Hockenheim.
Well, actually, it says 4 drivers. Wikipedia says in total there have been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8
8?
drivers. Yeah, 8
No
drivers
way.
over 3 seasons.
What?
Yeah, Karun Chandok, who is now part of the the commentary team and stuff.
Oh,
Christian
Lord.
Klein, who apparently only did 3 races. Bruno Senna,
Who was garbage.
Narain Kartikeyan,
Who?
that one Indian driver, who I don't even remember. Daniel Ricciardo, who obviously is still around and he's doing all right. Valentinio Liuzzi.
Oh, Liuzzi?
Yep, Liuzzi was part of HRT at one point. Pedro De La Rosa. And then...
Wait, De La
Sakon
Rosa?
Yamamoto.
What was he doing in that team? He drove really well when he was a replacement driver for McLaren. What was he doing in that car?
I don't know.
Drove for Jordan 2005 was a cucumber by a Sebastian Vettel. Goody, phone's telling me stuff. It was 42, then he drove for 2012. Man. HRT definitely went through some people. We ran an F1 team. Oh, too many yawns. That's not a yawn.
Oh, pardon me.
What about Mana or Marussia?
Oh, Mauricio. Well, if we look at Virgin Media Marussia. I'm just counting the drivers.
Weren't Marussia a Russian team? They had.
No, they were actually British.
It only had one aero
They were based
package.
in Britain, but I think they were Russian. To be honest, but yeah, yeah, Mauritius had well, if you count Virgin in that, they. In fact, let me just see. I just want to cross-reference these just so I'm not saying more than necessary. Drivers.
It would use the same wings for Monaco and Monza. Why? Think of all the races 1,000 miles. Monaco's the shortest. No, this is longer than Opera Paris.
So Marussia / Virgin Media had 9 drivers overall.
9?
Yeah.
Alright, let's hear them.
Okay, so for Virgin Racing, right? They had 3 drivers for that team, but then again, they were only Virgin for 1 year.
I mean, every team's got a backup driver anyway.
Yeah. Well, they had Jerome D'Ambrosio.
Name sounds familiar, but doesn't ring a bell for F1.
Lucas Di Grassi.
Di Grassi also rings a bell.
And Timo Glock.
God.
Yeah, those were the 3 drivers they had for Virgin. We swap over to Mauritius, they had Timo Glock as the only repeat.
As the only repeat?
Yeah, the only repeat.
Well, who were the rest?
Charles Beek.
Who?
He was a French driver who drove 2 full seasons for Mauritius.
Oh, Lord.
And apparently 1 season for Caterham back when they were still around.
Oh, the other Charles.
Yeah, the other Charles. Jules Bianchi, rest in peace, good man. Max Chilton.
Max Chilton?
Yep. Will Stevens. Don't know who the fuck that is. I've never heard of him.
I was gonna say, if you said Tom Chilton,
No.
that's the world's worst haircut.
Yeah. Roberto Meri.
No idea.
And here's a surprising one. Alexander Rossi.
Alexander Rossi.
Yeah, Alexander Rossi from IndyCar.
Lord.
Yeah.
I mean, there have always been some surprises in F1. There was Scott Speed.
Oh yeah, Scott Speed.
Scott Speed, the man that would eventually be banned from iRacing.
Oof. Well, let's have a look at Caterham.
I was going to say, Caterham had Raikkonen, but then I remember Raikkonen went to Lotus. Well, Lotus Renault anyway.
Yeah. Caterham had 6 drivers.
One of them being Maldonado.
Maldonado's not actually listed here, surprisingly.
I thought he did drive for Caterham. Or was it Lotus? I don't
It was
remember.
Lotus, Pastor Maldonado was,
Oh, lordy.
I believe. Let me just check him.
Yes, I only just about realised, Daniel. Maldonado, the man famous for
Yeah,
causing more
Lotus.
crashes in one season.
Yeah. Yeah, and he surprisingly won one race.
Yeah, so now he's winning. Now he's winning the IMSA WeatherTech Championship.
Yeah. The names don't actually race for Catron were Marcus Ericsson.
He's a decent driver.
Okay. Guido van der Gaard.
Who? Van der Gaard?
I don't know. Kamui Kobayashi.
Oh, Kobayashi.
Yeah, who went on to, I believe, Sauber.
Yeah, because he was a very talented driver.
Yeah, a very talented driver who unfortunately never really had a car under him.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a shame for him that he didn't actually win a race or anything.
Yeah, drives in LMP2 now. Interesting.
Heikki Kovalainen.
Another very talented driver.
Vitaly Petrov.
Rubbish driver.
And then Charles Peak, who, is the other Charles that we don't really care about all that much.
There was also Romain Grosjean, wasn't there? Oh, Romain Grosjean was Lotus.
Roman was Lotus, yeah.
Speaking of, let's see Lotus Renault from 2013 to 2015.
Okay, Lotus, yeah.
We shall, Daniel, we shall. Hey, look, it's the Fiat 500 again.
Okay, yeah, Lotus F1 team, here we go. They had 5 drivers.
Kimi Raikkonen.
Yep, that was one. They also had Romain Grosjean.
They had Pastor Maldonado.
Yep. They had Jerome D'Ambrosio.
Alright, okay.
And Heikki Kovalainen.
Decent roster. Now Jordan.
Yeah, decent fucking roster. With the exception of Pastor Maldonado.
What about Jordan? All the years. I know Michael Schumacher was part of them.
Oh, yeah. Let's have a look. Jordan. Okay, here we go.
Big driver list.
This is actually a really good roster.
Just just not a very good car.
So we have Rubens Barrichello.
Retired, very talented, considered one of the greatest drivers who never won.
Eddie Irvine.
Almost a world champion.
Yeah. Damon Hill.
World champion 4 times, I believe.
Martin Brundle.
Martin Brundle was an alright driver. He never really won anything.
Nick Heidfeld.
One of the most talented British drivers. No, German. He's German. But never really won anything.
Yeah. Heinz Harald Frentzen.
Former world champion, I believe.
Yeah. The legendary Michael Schumacher.
Who is unfortunately a vegetable still.
Yeah, unfortunately. John Alesi.
Former world champion.
The other Schumacher, Ralph.
Yep, who would actually battle his brother for the championship.
Jarno Trulli.
Another one of the greatest drivers who never won.
Yeah. And Andrea De Cesaris. Cesaris.
Don't know.
Yeah, I don't
I'm
really
thinking
know.
Greek driver for some reason. Look, it's the 3500 again.
Um,
Push!
Giancarlo Fisichella.
Another one of the greatest drivers who unfortunately fell down a hole when it comes to his career.
Yeah. And then two I don't really, well, one I don't recognise and one's a repeat who we don't really give a fuck about. So we got Tygo Monteiro.
Tygo
Tygo
Monteiro.
Monteiro, sorry.
Oh.
Apparently he's from Portugal.
Andrea
Don't
this has apparently has the longest did not finish streak.
Oh.
Thiago Montero got Jordan's last podium.
Hang on.
Then the next driver?
Narain Kartikeyan.
Someone.
Yes, someone. In fact, I'm curious. What teams did he race on now? Wow, really?
What?
Okay, so the reason why we don't know much about Kartikeyan is he only raced for two teams. He raced for Jordan in 2005.
Yep.
So basically their last year. And he raced for HRT in 2011 and 2012.
Good
He
lord.
didn't race in F1 for fucking 6 years.
Why did HRT get him?
I don't know. I just...
Sure, buddies. Sure. What about Minardi?
That's why he was. Kartikeyan was linked with Spiker at the time.
Oh lord.
Yeah, formerly Jordan. Minardi.
Minardi, most notable for having Mark Webber and Fernando Alonso.
Yeah. Whoa. Okay, that's quite a
Driver
roster.
list?
Right. Okay, so we got Pierluigi Martini.
Don't know.
Right. Alessandro Nannini.
Alejandro Bandinani.
Nannini.
Benini, I don't know.
Cesaris.
Okay.
Johnny Morbidelli.
John, I was about to say, were you about to say Johnny Morbid?
Johnny Morbid. No, Johnny Morbidelli.
Okay.
Christian Fittipaldi.
Fittipaldi. Only reason why he got in was because of Emerson Fittipaldi.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Alessandro Zanardi.
Zanardi kind of rings a bell.
Michel Ambaretto.
Okay.
Now we're starting to get in a little bit more familiar territory. Luca Badua.
Ah, Luca Badoa, who was former Ferrari test driver.
Pedro Lamy.
Who?
Pedro Lamy.
No, who? I don't know who he is.
I don't know either.
By the way, your stream is still saying iRacing at Sebring. Why is it still saying that? I updated the thing.
Yeah.
Also, hello, RKD.
Okay, so now this is one we'll know. Giancarlo Fisichella.
Yep. Hold on, let me just have a look at this. Can't be saying that. I thought I just updated this. Right, there we go. That should be updated.
Right.
I could have sworn I updated it.
Right. Next is Uko Katayama,
No idea.
some Japanese driver. Yarno Trolley.
Yep.
Mark Green.
Mark Green?
Oh, I mean, no, Mark Jean, sorry.
Oh, Mark Jean.
Doesn't really ring the bell, honestly. Fernando Alonso.
Yes.
Mark Webber.
Yes.
Nicholas Kieser.
No idea.
Kaiser. Whatever his name is. I can't really pronounce it. Jos Verstappen.
Yep, Jos Verstappen.
Justin Wilson.
No idea.
Zolt Baumgartner. I can't really pronounce that, unfortunately.
Don't know.
John Maria Bruni. Don't
Rooney.
ring a bell.
Justin Wilson died
Christian-
in IndyCar. Ooh.
Oh, sorry. Christian Albers.
Okay.
And Robert Doombos.
Okay, don't know who that is.
So I don't know half for these guys, honestly.
Okay, next is Benetton.
Ooh, Benetton.
Also, the Car McGee just got into the pits. Let's do Arrows next to Damon Hill. No, we'll do Benetton then Arrows. B500 is also pitting.
Well, I'm doing Benetton first. We got Tio Fabi.
No clue.
Here's one we'll easily recognise. Gerhard Berger.
Fortunately died. No, that's Roland. Gerhard Berger I do recognise.
Pierre Booston.
No clue.
Fucking Nanini again. Johnny Herbert.
Recognise him.
Uh,
Very talented driver.
Emmanuel Pirro.
No idea.
Nelson PK.
Yep. I recognise Mr. PK, whose son caused Crashgate.
Yes. Yeah, Crashgate at Singapore. Never forget that. Roberto Marino, sorry. Don't know. Michael Schumacher.
Yep, Michael Schumacher race
Martin Brundle, yeah.
Yep.
Riccardo Patrese.
Don't recognise.
John Lacey.
Yep, Jean Lacey.
Alexander Wurz.
Oh, Vers. Very
yeah.
good, very good driver. Unfortunately, he was never really given a chance.
And then we got Fisichella,
Yep, Gianpaolo Fisichella.
Jensen Button,
Yep.
and last but not least, Jos Verstappen.
Alright, now Arrows.
Arrows.
Arrows, a team that was very fast but very unreliable.
Yeah. Tragically unreliable. Okay, so we got Patrese,
Okay.
Rolf, Dominan.
Okay, a name.
I'm struggling to pronounce that. Yoshimas,
No idea.
Alan Jones,
Alan Jones, don't know.
Theo Busen, I don't know. Gerhard Berger,
Okay.
Derek Warwick,
No idea.
Eddie Cheever,
No clue.
Damon Hill,
Yep.
and Jos Verstappen.
Alright. Stewart. Ford Stewart F1. Alan Jones is 1980 champion. What was he doing in a car? What was it? I know he was a... Alan Jones was a world champion, yes. I just... It just didn't ring a bell with me for some reason. Let us do Stewart.
Wow, Stewart only had 4 drivers.
Amazing.
And they're all names I actually recognise as well.
Go on.
Rubens Barrichello,
Yep.
Johnny Herbert,
Yes.
Jon Magnussen.
Jon Magnussen.
Yes, Jon Magnussen.
I didn't know he raced in a Stewart.
And Jos Verstappen.
Good lord. A short-lived team. Had such
Who
big
would
names.
eventually become Jaguar.
Speaking of, shall we do
those are
Jag?
drivers I don't even recognise.
What, in Jag? Go on then.
Oh, that's Formula E, never mind.
Yeah, that's E-Jaguar.
Hang on. F1 Jag.
Footwork arrows? After this one.
Ah, there we go.
So Jaguar F1.
Jaguar F1, we had Eddie Irvine.
Yep, he was brought in as a big name, but had a horrendous car to work with.
Yep. Pedro de la Rosa.
Yep,
Mark Webber.
yep.
Justin Wilson.
Rest in peace.
And Christian Klein.
Christian Klein.
Klein.
Christian Clean.
Klein.
Alright, now apparently Arrows was known as Footwork Arrows in 91-96. You get any info on that one?
Right, Footwork Arrows, we got 3 drivers.
That it? What, for 5
3
years?
drivers.
What, for 5 years?
Yeah, for Footwork Arrows.
Good lord.
They only had, according to this, Christian Fittipaldi,
Alright, Fittipaldi.
Johnny Morbidelli,
No idea.
and Aguri Suzuki.
I was gonna say, wasn't that where I got Super Aguri from?
Let me check. Doesn't look like it. I mean, I just clicked on him and it says he was part of Jordan, but not as a driver.
Okay. Think of any other backmarker teams. Oh, I know one. Do Force India.
Ooh. Force India before they came Racing Point.
And now Racing Point's turning into Aston Martin.
Yep.
Now we're gonna be seeing some bright yellow F1 cars now.
Yep. Okay, so wow, they didn't really have that many drivers.
Really?
Sergio Perez,
Yep, I recognise him. Still going.
Fisichella.
Unfortunately, he ended his career there.
Yep. Nico Hulkenberg.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, Hulk. Big Hulk. Liuzzi.
Liuzzi.
Yeah.
Good God.
Paul di Resta.
Oh, yeah.
Oh God, that name does
Oh.
not bring back good memories.
Who? Say that again.
That name does not bring back good memories, Paul di Resta.
I was gonna say, was that another driver, Morgan Merries?
No. The last driver was Adrian Sutil.
Wow. What about Esteban?
Esteban Ocon.
Yeah.
Oh wait, hang on. That was Force India before they came Racing Point.
Yep.
Well, actually, hang on. Does it count? Oh wait, no, it doesn't count. So Force India is separate. Yeah, they only have Esteban Ocon and Sergio Perez as Racing Point Force India.
Weird.
So they count Racing Point as a separate team on here.
Oh, isn't that funny? Because Esteban Ocon, I believe, was in the team in 2016. Before it became Big Pink.
Yeah. Anyway.
Daniel wants Super Aguri.
Okay, Super Aguri.
They were all Japanese drivers, I believe.
British on the road. Tragic F1 team, unfortunately. Actually, no, they weren't a fucking all Japanese team because they apparently had one English, one British driver, and one French.
Alright.
Oh, yeah, it was Aguri Suzuki who founded the team. Thanks, Wikipedia, for not actually labelling that on his fucking Wikipedia thing.
I was gonna say, wasn't Super Aguri just like Honda Junior?
Pretty much.
The junior team of a not very good team.
Yeah, so the only notable name they had was Takuma Sato.
Yep, Takuma Sato.
Because the other names they had were Anthony Davidson.
Oh, good God! That's somehow that's a name I recognise. Anthony Davidson.
Yes. Frank Montagni.
He did weed before an FE race, apparently.
Yeah. Sakon Yamamoto.
Name
Not
I do
Yamamoto,
recognise.
Yamamoto.
A name I do
And
recognise.
Yuji Ide.
Oh God Almighty!
Yeah.
Ide was apparently so hilariously slow.
Yeah, so hilariously slow. He only competed in 4 races.
Oh God. Usually
Ide was so slow, he only competed in 4 races. And if I'm remembering correctly, his crowning moment was him getting run over by a medical car.
The irony.
Yes. He got ran over by a medical car when getting a fire extinguisher off the marshals to put his car out at the fucking Japanese Grand Prix, if I'm remembering correctly.
Apparently that was Taki Inuo.
Oh shit.
Taki Inuo, another absolutely horrible driver.
Hmm.
What about British American Racing? Bar.
Oh, Bar.
Wasn't that the thing that
Yeah,
had
Bar
Scott
before
speed?
they became Honda.
Didn't they have Scott speed in it?
No. They had... Wow, okay. They had Jacques Villeneuve.
Dickhead driver. Who blames video games for the tragic death of Anthony Hubert.
Wow.
No, Antoine Hubert.
Wow.
Yeah. Dick move right there.
Jensen Button.
Jenson Button would eventually become an F1 champion in what was supposed to be a Honda, but then was bought by Ross Bourne for £1.
Yeah, and the rest was history because, you know, they dominated their debut season.
Yep, and then was bought by Mercedes.
Yeah. And then the rest is pretty much history from that point on.
Yep.
Mika Salo.
A name I actually do recognise, Mika Salo. The
Olivier Panis.
God almighty.
Takuma Sato.
Yep.
And Anthony Davidson.
Davidson. Alright.
Ooh, that's actually a good name I can search up next. Tyrrell.
Oh god, Tyrrell. The 6-wheel people.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Because that's what apparently BAR were formerly known as, and oh boy, they've got quite a roster here.
Go on then.
Okay, so we've got Patrick Depalier.
No idea. Sounds French.
John Lacey.
Yep, Sean Lacey.
Didier Pironi.
No idea. Named after a beer.
Jody Scheckter.
No idea.
The legend that is Sir Jackie Stewart.
Yep, 4 times world champion.
Cesaris.
Oh god. Driver.
Francois Sever.
No idea.
Stefan Beloff.
Bernie almost won the 1982 championship but got injured.
Ronnie Peterson.
Name kind of rings a bell.
Derek Dolly.
No.
Jos Verstappen.
Yep, Jos Verstappen.
Martin Brundle.
Yep.
Jonathan Palmer.
Wait, the father of Jolyon?
Yep.
Right, okay.
And
No wonder Jolyon
Michel-
got into F1.
and Michel Ambaretto.
No idea. Oh, we're a third of the way through. And with half a tank to go. Red Bull.
Alright. Red Bull.
Oh god.
Red Bull Racing.
Oh, Red Bull.
Okay, they had more drivers than that, I can tell you that much.
I go do something.
Because apparently it's only showing the current drivers, which are Albon and Verstappen.
Oh, I do know David Coulthard drove for him.
Let's see.
Best song in the game. Oh god.
Here we go. I had to scroll down to a fucking table to see what they had.
Oh, god.
Right, so 2005, we had David Coulthard,
Yep.
Christian Klein,
Oh, god.
and and Liuzzi.
Okay.
2006 stayed the same with the exception of Liuzzi being swapped out for Dornbos. Robert Dornbos.
Okay.
2007 was just David Coulthard and Mark Webber.
Mark Webber would be fighting for the championship about 6 years later.
They stayed the same in 2009. Well, they stayed the same in 2008, where in 2009 they swapped out Coulthard for Vettel.
Yep, former 4-time world champion and now one of the least motivated drivers in the world.
Yeah, and that
Oh,
would
what a
stay
talent.
and that would stay the same until 2014, where Webber swapped out for Ricardo.
Yep. Daniel
And-
Ricciardo, the man with the bass mouth.
Yep, and then the following season, Vettel obviously swapped over to Ferrari, in which case Daniel Kvyat came
Yep.
into
The
picture.
torpedo came in, took out everyone, got a podium, and then got demoted.
Yes, in the following season, where Max Verstappen happened to swap seats
Yep.
with the torpedo, and in doing so, in his debut race at Catalonia, won the fucking race.
Yep, because Max Verstappen is incredibly talented, and at 17 years old,
He is
debuting
also the youngest driver
to ever
to
win.
win an F1 race.
Yep. Incredibly talented guy.
Absolutely.
And meme head
things-
and fellow meme head to Lando Norris.
Yep. Things would stay the same until last year, where we had, Pierre Gasly and Alexander Albon fight for the other seat.
Yep. Pierre Gasly was terrible in the Red Bull car. Alexander Albon has done far better.
Yep, and right now they have Verstappen and Albon
Yep.
in the Red Bulls.
Yep. Alexander Albon, very talented.
Mm-hmm.
Possibly a future world champion.
Yeah. I mean, commiserations to him in Brazil last year.
He almost got his first podium.
Yeah. Until Lewis Hamilton
Took him out.
unintentionally took him out.
Yep. And it was awarded to Carlos Sainz instead,
Yeah.
who seems to be doing very well in F1 now, despite
Yeah.
his surname being Sainz, which naturally makes me think of rally.
Oh, yeah. Carlos Sainz Sr.
Yep. Former world champion for Lancia.
Fucking hell.
Yep. Renault.
Ooh, Renault. F1. Hang on. Okay, gonna have to do the same here. Scroll all the way down. Okay, might have a little bit of trouble there trying to do this.
I'm just thinking, with F1 becoming cheaper in 2 years, maybe Nissan can join in. Form Calsonic Xanavi Nissan. The legendary blue paint will return.
Okay, so I've got all the drivers for Renault here.
Alright.
So we've got Fernando Alonso,
World champion twice with them.
Nico Hulkenberg,
Did quite well and then flipped his car over at Abu Dhabi.
I mean, this is in order of you know, their performance. Well, the number of races they've done for the team, not you know, when they were competing. So the next one is Rene Arnoux,
Rennie Arnoux, yep.
Giancarlo Fisichella,
Yep.
Jarno Trulli,
Yep.
Alain Prost,
Yep. Alain Prost raced for Renault.
Jean-Pierre Jabouille, I can't say his name.
No idea.
Vitaly Petrov,
Ugh. In that ING car, just ugh. One of the worst looking liveries ever.
yeah, Julian Palmer,
Yep, Jean Palmer. Who is
Derek
now
Warwick.
a commentator. Who?
Derek Warwick,
Derek Warwick, no idea.
Patrick Tambay,
I'm assuming this is from the 80s Renault now.
probably, most likely. Nelson Piquet Jr.
Yep, the one who caused Crashgate at Singapore.
Yeah. Yeah. Carlos Sainz Jr.
Yep, he raced with them 2 years ago.
Yeah. Kevin Magnussen.
Yep, Kevin Magnussen, who would eventually go to IndyCar.
Daniel Ricciardo.
Yep.
Robert Kubica.
Robert Kubica, former race winner for... I was going to say... It was either Williams or Sauber, I can't remember.
It was Williams, but back then it was known as BMW.
BMW Williams, that's right. The team that also brought in Juan Pablo Montoya.
Jenson Button.
Jenson
Jenson Button actually raced for Renault, apparently, for 17 races. So that would have been likely a early to mid 2000s season.
Probably.
Heikki Kovalainen,
Yep.
Eddie Cheever, some American driver, I don't know.
Don't know.
Nick Heidfeld,
Yep, Nick Heifeld.
Bruno Senna.
Ugh.
Yeah,
Well,
kind of a disgrace to the fucking.
you disgraced a family name, which is sacred in F1.
Romain Grosjean,
Current Maldonado replacement for most crashes ever.
yeah. Jacques Villeneuve,
Ugh. Another one that's disgraced a family name.
and 2 drivers have only done 1 race.
God, go on then.
Okay, so we got Francois Hesnol,
Francois. You say Francois Nasal?
Hesnol,
Hesnal, okay.
I don't even know. And then Felipe Streif. No, Felipe Streif.
No idea.
Yeah, no idea either.
Alright. Toyota then.
Fuck.
Toyota had a very good car in 2009. And then they were scared away by the financial crisis. Goodbye, Fiat 500.
Let's see. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 drivers total.
Alright.
So I got Ralf Schumacher,
Yep.
Jarno Trulli,
Yep.
Timo Glock,
God.
Kamui Kobayashi,
Kamui Kobayashi, okay. Apparently he was a really, really good driver at the beginning.
Olivier Panis,
Yes, okay.
Ricardo Zonta.
Zonta?
Yes.
Oh my
Ricardo
god!
Zonta. Mika Salo.
Okay, Mika Salo, fine. But Ricardo Zonta?
Yes.
Damn, what an old school name.
Mm.
Now, apparently Prost Peugeot.
Prost. Okay, we got 5 really. We got 5 well-known names here. You'll easily recognise these. Woman. Olivier Panis.
Ugh, of course.
Jarno Trulli.
Yep,
John Alesi.
yep,
Nick Heidfeld.
yep,
And Heinz Harald Frentzen.
yep.
That's
And-
it.
And guess who?
BeQuiet.
Guess who? Prost was before. It was Ligier.
Ligier, yeah. BeQuiet Ligier.
Yep,
Who had quite an...
a terrible lineup, which included Panis.
yeah, he's actually right at the bottom of this list.
His only ever notable win was the 1996 Monaco Grand Prix due to luck.
So we got Jacques Lafitte,
All right.
Patrick Depailler,
No idea.
Jackie Eakes.
No clue.
That's how I can pronounce it because the last name is literally spelled ICKX.
Well then.
But then again, they're Belgium, so not surprised.
Before his injury at Canada
Didier
1997,
Pironi.
he was third in the championship.
Didier Pironi,
All right.
Eddie Cheever,
Okay.
Cesaris,
Is he in every team?
probably at this time he was. Arnu
Rennie Arnu.
and
No,
Stefan
which
Jo-
Arnu was that? Was that Rennie Arnu?
Yeah, Rennie Arnu.
Okay.
Stefan Johansson
Never heard of him.
and Joe Busen.
No idea.
And then the last three you will recognise is Martin Brundle,
Yeah.
Mark Blundell.
Mark Blundell.
Yeah,
I remember getting
Blundell.
I remember getting an autograph from him like nearly 10 years ago.
Jesus.
Yeah.
And Aguri Suzuki,
Oh lordy.
with the last one obviously being Panis.
Who would be considered a shit driver? I mean, his car was terrible, but then his car got much better.
Hmm.
Who's next? Brabham. There's one notable driver I know who actually bought the team at first, and that was the former world champion, the late great Niki Lauda.
Yep, he's on there. So, we've got Jack Brabham,
Yep.
who was the founder. Dan Gurney,
No.
Denny Hume,
Okay. No idea.
well, Hulme, I should say. Jochen Rindt,
No clue.
Yaki X, I don't even know. Fucking tongue twister. Silvio Musa, Silvio Mosa,
Alright.
Graham L,
Yep, Graham Hill. I recognise him.
Carlos Retuman,
No.
then, yeah. Obviously the late great Niki Lauda,
Yep.
Nelson PK,
Yep.
Riccardo Patrese,
Patrese I recognise.
Elio De Angelis,
Okay.
Derek Warwick, Stefano Medina,
Alright.
Martin Brundle,
Yep.
David Brabham,
David Brabham.
yeah,
Was that the brother?
probably, most likely, Damon Hill, Hector Rebark, he's a Mexican driver, okay,
Alright.
John Watson,
No idea.
and Carlos Pace.
Okay. Now apparently McLaren.
Ooh.
A legendary driver list. They won 1 in 4 of every Grand Prix. Of course, Bruce McLaren being part of that. Legacy lives on to this day.
Oh, McLaren. I know there's more than just that, so I'll have a full list. Oh boy, here we go. So, 1970. Chris Amon. Chris Amon.
Alright.
Peter Revson.
Okay.
Denny Hulme.
Okay. World
Carl
champion.
Williams. And Bruce McLaren.
Yep, Bruce McLaren was part of the team. He was also the mechanic.
That was in 1970. 71, we had 2 changes. We got Gordon John Cock.
Was it Jock Cock for a second?
Gordon John Cock.
What a name.
Oh, yeah, there's only one driver change, one different driver that time. Yeah, Gordon John Cock was the new driver for that season. 71, no change there. What? 73, we had, excuse me. So, in 73, we had Johnny Rutherford.
Alright.
74, we had David Hobbs.
Alright.
And then 75 through to 79, they only ran one driver.
What?
Yeah, they only ran Johnny.
Alright.
Oh, wait, hang on. Oh, wait. Oh, wait, then. Fuck's sake, that was the American fucking thing. Hang on. Sorry. I was reading the wrong thing. Fucking, yeah. It was hiding the F1 results, sorry.
Oh, God.
Alright. I'm reading the F1 results now. Right, so. Drivers. This is F1 now. Ignore what I just said. Right. F1. 1966 is actually when it all started for McLaren. With, you know, Bruce McLaren as the only driver.
I was stuck on the pit wall.
That would remain until 1968, when we had Denny Hume join. And then the following season in 69, Derek Bell joined the team. 1970, they added a couple of names. Peter Geffen,
Alright.
Dan Gurney, Andrea D. Andamich, and Nani Gali. That's 1970. Only recognising a new name for 71, which is Jackie Oliver.
Okay.
72, we had Peter Revson, Ryan Redman, and Jody Scheckter. 73, we had Jackie X.
Alright.
74, wow, okay.
Interesting.
We had
year.
Emerson Fittipaldi,
Yep, Emerson Fittipaldi.
Mike Hailwood,
Mike Hailwood. He's a multi-class world champion, in fact. He's won in superbikes, he's won in... It's crazy.
David Hobbs, and Yoshin Mas,
Alright.
or Yokinmas, how you want to say it. They dropped down to 2 drivers, which was Fittipaldi and Mas in 75. 76, James Hunt.
Yep, James Hunt, who joined from the failed Hesketh F1 team. A team that's only notable for having fires. Plus having on their overalls sex breakfast of champions.
That's brilliant.
Yep, James Hunt became world champion for McLaren after a fierce battle with Niki Lauda.
Yeah. 1977, we saw the inclusion of Bruno Guy-Camilli
Alright.
and Gilles Villeneuve.
Yep, Gilles Villeneuve, one of the most respected world champions in history.
78, we saw Patrick Tambay
Alright.
joined the team. 79, we got James Watson joined the team. 1980, here's where things start to get juicy because of the ludicrous power era.
Yep.
John Watson, Alan Prost, and Stefan Self.
Yep. Alan Prost, known locally as the Professor because he knew how to set up a car.
Watson stuck around for 81, swapping, but got a new teammate in terms of Cesaris.
Yep.
82, he got Nicky Lauda.
Yep. Nicky Lauda and James Hunt would be teammates.
84, and that one changed to Lauda and Prost.
Yep. Unfortunately, James Hunt retired and died. He died of a heart attack.
85, Watson rejoined the team. 86, oh, here we go. Alain Prost and Keke Rosberg.
Keke Rosberg and Alan Prost. Yep.
87, we had Prost and Johansson.
Yep.
And then 88, we saw a legend join the.
And his name was
McLaren.
Ayrton Senna.
Yep. And Prost and Senna stayed teammates until 1990, where Prost was replaced by Gerhard Berger.
Yep.
And Senna would keep him as a teammate up until 93, where he got Michael Andretti and Mika Hakkinen join him.
Mika Hakkinen.
And then obviously in 94, tragedy struck where unfortunately Senna was
94,
killed at Imola.
94.
Yep, 94.
So was Roland Ratzenberger.
Yeah. So we got Mika Hakkinen stick around. Felipe Elliott
Alright.
and Martin Brundle.
Yep, Martin Brundle.
And then in 95 we had a star-studded team for this one. Mark Brundle, Nigel Mansell, Mika Hakkinen and Jon Magnussen.
You mean Mark
All under one
Blundell?
team. Yeah, Mark Brundle.
Mark Blundell or Martin Brundle?
Oh, Mark Blundell, sorry. Yeah. Then 96 we had Mika Hakkinen and David Coulthard.
David Coulthard would be fighting for the championship some years later. Excellent driver.
And things would not change until 2002. Jesus.
Yeah, they were
So-
really good as teammates.
Yeah, that was a really good pairing. Where in 2002, Hakkinen moved out of the seat to make way for fellow Finnish driver Kimi Räikkönen.
Former world champion known as the Iceman.
Yep,
Was supposed to retire this
remain-
year.
they remained teammates until 2000 through to 2004, where 2005 brought in Juan Pablo Montoya,
Yep.
Pedro De La Rosa,
Very good
and
driver.
Alexander Wurz.
They're all good drivers. Problem was, De La Rosa wasn't given much of a chance after his podium. And Alexander Wurz, despite being very good, was also never really given much of a chance.
Yeah, Wurz was unfortunately dropped from the team in 06. And then 07 they had a complete change.
They had
where-
a world champion and a future six-time world champion.
Yep, Fernando Alonso and
Lewis
Hamilton.
Hamilton and Fernando Alonso never getting along. In fact, Alonso held him up at the pits to prevent him from qualifying.
And which meant Alonso was
Yep.
dropped in favour of Heikki Kovalainen in 2008.
Yep. Lewis Hamilton in
was-
2007 lost the championship by a single point.
Which would inevitably happen to Felipe Massa the following year. But it was, I believe, 5 points for Massa.
Yep.
Because Massa actually not only Massa, but also the Ferrari F1 team thought he had won because he had won the race and Hamilton was still yet to finish.
Yep.
And it was they were celebrating for about half a lap until Hamilton overtook one Timo Glock to win the championship.
And if Glock didn't get out the way, we would have had Felipe Massa would have retired a champion.
Yes. And then in 2010, we had Hamilton and Button, where they famously collided at the Montreal Grand Prix in that spectacular race.
Yep.
Where Button, I think he went into the pit 5 times.
Yes. There was also
5 times. Once for a drive-through penalty.
Yep.
And he still won on the final lap.
Yeah, it's one of the most famous races in F1 history.
Yeah. Namely because they were under red flag conditions for about 2 hours.
Yep. And Jensen Button went from last to first.
Yes, in a single race. And it was also one of the rare times at that time where Sebastian Vettel actually cracked under the pressure.
Yeah.
Button and Hamilton would remain teammates until 2013, where Hamilton would obviously move over to Mercedes,
who had a horrible car.
Yep. Which meant the seat was filled in by Sergio Perez.
Yep, Sergio Perez is now of Racing Point, is now considered the most successful Mexican F1 driver in history.
And then in 2014, Perez was replaced by Kevin Magnussen. And then in 2015, we had Fernando Alonso come back to McLaren.
Yep, went back to McLaren with the
2016,
disastrous 2015-2016 cars.
Yeah, Stoffel Van Dorn was in McLaren as well at that time.
The Stoffel.
Yeah, Stoffel Van Dorn. And then 2018, Button left the team. And then 2019 and then 2019 onwards, we've had Lando Norris and Carlos Sainz Jr.
Yep, it's the Carlos Sainz Jr. and Lando Norris. A winning combination, which gave McLaren their best result in years. Williams.
Yeah,
Okay, Williams.
A fucking failure.
Yep. Let us Williams.
Ooh. Williams. Williams Grand Prix Engineering.
Riches to rags.
Pretty much. I mean, I would have really appreciated if
Claire Williams fucked off.
actually accepted Porsche's offer to take over. Right,
Become
so
Williams
F1.
Porsche.
So, 97 they had Patrick Neve,
Alright.
who never got any points or finished the race apparently. 78 they had Alan Jones.
Alan Jones, former world champion.
79 they got a second driver in terms of play Regazzoni, Swiss driver. Fucking hell.
Hey, Rocket.
1980 they had several teams.
Oh, God.
So well, I say several teams, it's more in case that they couldn't make up their mind what sponsors to run, because they had Albion Williams Racing Team with
Alright.
Alan Jones and Carlos Retuman.
Alright.
Then they had Brands Hatch Racing with only
Oh, that's right. They had Brands
Desire
Hatch.
Wilson.
Yep. They also replaced Fuji with a circuit called Okayama, which was a very interesting circuit.
Yeah. And then they had RAM.
Ram.
Yeah, RAM. They had 3 different RAMs to round off 1980, but they had the same 3 drivers for each RAM they ran. Rupert Keegan, Kevin Cogan,
Alright.
and Jeff Lees.
Alright. I learned something very special today. I started to like black coffee. As you can hear, Inferno vomiting.
Sorry.
1981
they brought back Alan Jones. 1982. Here we go. Carlos Retuman, Mario Andretti,
Yep, the legendary Mario Andretti.
Derek Daly,
Alright.
and Keke Rosberg.
And Keke Rosberg.
83. They had Rosberg and Latifi.
Yep, Nicholas Latifi.
Oh no, wait, no, not Nicholas. It was Jacques Latif. Lafiti, yeah, Jacques Latifi.
Jacques Latifi.
Lafiti.
Okay. Oh, Lafiti.
Yeah, sorry. And Jonathan Palmer.
Alright.
Palmer was dropped from team in 84. 85 they swapped out Lafiti for Nigel Mansell.
Yep.
86 they swapped out Rosberg for PK.
Nelson PK, yep.
87 they added Patrese.
Yep.
Ricardo Patrese.
Yep.
88 they got Nigel Mansell, Martin Brundle, John Louis Chesler, and Ricardo Patrese.
Alright.
89 they got Boatswain, P.A. Boatswain,
Alright.
and Patrese. He kept them to until 91, where Boatswain was replaced by Mansell.
Alright. Didn't Mansell and Senna run with each other? I know.
Yeah, that was 94.
Ah, yes.
But that would have likely been for one race only. Or prior to Senna's accident in 94.
Yeah.
In 93, they had Prost and Hill. So Damon Hill and Alain Prost in 93.
Hmm.
In 94, they had Damon Hill, Ayrton Senna, David Coulthard, and Nigel Mansell.
Yep.
95, they streamed that down to Damon Hill and David Coulthard.
Okay.
96, Damon Hill and Jacques Villeneuve.
All right.
97, Jacques Villeneuve and Heinz Harald Frentzen.
All right.
That would remain until 99, where they had Zanardi.
Don't recognise them.
Alessandro Zanardi and Ralph Schumacher.
Ralph Schumacher. All right, let's let the B-Spec dude go.
2000, they dropped Zanardi for Button.
All right.
2001, Button was replaced with Montoya.
Yep. Juan Pablo Montoya, who actually had that famous fight with Michael Schumacher at Adelaide.
That would remain until 2003, where Marc Jean joined the team.
All right.
2004, Antonio Pizzonia
All right.
joined. Hold on. Uh, 2005, Mark Webber and Nick Heidfeld joined the team.
Yep, that's where the team went very downhill.
2006, Mark Webber and Nico Rosberg.
Nico Rosberg, within another 11 years, he would become a world champion and retire as one.
Yeah, don't remind me of that. 2007, we got Rosberg stick around with Vers and Kazuki Nakajima.
Nakajima, he was talented when he wanted to be.
Yeah. So Rosberg, Alexander Vers and Nakajima. 2008, Vers was dropped from the team.
He was dropped in favour for.
He was just dropped entirely, so it was just Rosberg and Nakajima.
Alright.
That pairing would remain until 2010, where we had Rubens Barrichello and Nico Hulkenberg.
Yep.
And then Hulkenberg was, for whatever reason, swapped out for Pastor fucking Maldonado the following year.
Yep.
And then we got Pastor Maldonado pair up with Bruno Senna the following year.
Oh lordy, that was a bad year for Williams.
Bad year for. That was a sign of things to come.
Yeah.
Fucking 2012.
2013 got a bit worse for him.
Yeah, but at least we saw the rise. We saw the start of Valtteri Bottas,
Yep.
who took Senna's seat. And then 2014, we saw some actual hope when we got Felipe Massa pair up with Bottas.
Yep.
And that would remain until 2017, where Lance Stroll and Paul di Resta became part of
lordy.
Williams.
That was a massive downfall for Williams.
Losing Valtteri Bottas. And then things went downhill again. Because Lance Stroll and
Sergei Sirotkin.
Sirotkin.
Sergei Sorokin was no good, although he is now a test driver for Renault, I believe. Lance Stroll only got in because he had his money.
Yeah. And then 2019 we had George Russell and Robert Kubica.
Well, George Russell it was pretty much the disabled team. The disabled team really. Robert Kubica would suffer a terrifying rally accident, losing a lot of weakness in his arm. And George Russell has parathesis legs.
Fucking hell.
Yeah.
And then this year, apparently the team they've got is, well, they can't George Russell, but
They've also got Nicholas Latifi.
yeah, Nicholas Latifi.
Apparently, very, very good driver. Champion, I believe. Alright. Sauber. Let us go to Sauber.
Sauber.
Which is from slight rags to more rags and now part of Ferrari.
So is that all the drivers? I think that's all the drivers. I don't really need to look for a list or anything, a fucking leaderboard or anything.
Alright.
Okay, so we got Carl Wendlinger,
No clue.
Heinz Harald Frentzen.
Yep.
Well, these are all going to be names that we're going to recognise because the top one's the only one that I don't recognise at all. So, yeah, Frentzen, Johnny Herbert,
Yep.
John Lacey,
Yep. Jean Lacey.
Nick Heidfeld,
Yep.
Kimi Räikkönen,
Yes.
Felipe Massa,
Yep.
Robert Kubica,
Yep.
Sebastian Vettel,
Yep. Sebastian Vettel.
Kamui Kobayashi,
Yep. Kobayashi again.
Sergio Perez,
Yeah, I do kind of remember him in Sauber actually.
yeah, because I remember him pulling off an unbelievable one-stop strategy at his first Grand Prix for the team.
Alright.
Yes, he actually did that at Albert Park. Don't know how. Felipe Nasr. Not to be confused with Massa.
The other Massa.
Marcus Ericsson. Charles Leclerc.
Yep. Charles Leclerc.
Antonio Giovinazzi.
Not that brilliant.
And Nico Hulkenberg. And that was before, the team became Alfa Romeo Racing Ferrari, in which case we can add Kimi Räikkönen, Robert Kubica, and I don't know who the hell that is to the team.
Yeah, we're going silent for a bit now.
Oh, God. Oh. GP2 champions. Oh boy. Wow, that list is not very big. But then again, GP2 did only run from 2005 to 2016. Oh, God, my hands.
-5 stars.
What's the falling asleep there? Hi, I'm back. Just realised that Charles Leclerc started his own karting team. Oh yeah, I think he did, didn't he? Oh, hang on, I'm on my own now. Oh. Don't forget that Pastor Maldonado has won a race in F1. Yes. We shall never forget. Bullshitly. Where's the point of... Oh, I thought it's a point opportunity. Charlotte Cart. Actually, speaking of, how's my controller? I'll have to look at that later. Hey, my little buddy's he's taking care of his tyres, nice. Ugh. Hi. What even happened? What even happened? I must have fallen asleep or something. Did I just suddenly go silent for a couple of laps? Weird. What's a weird one for me? Out in Inferno said you muted yourself. Muted myself? Where is he now? Oh, he's off. Damn. I must have went silent for, what, 10 minutes? What did he say? I know he left because his head started. Oh. Well, what I'm gonna do is no one is in voice. No. What I am gonna do, however, is make a cup of tea. I shall be. What, 5 minutes? Don't go anywhere. Alright, I'm back. I is back. After tea. Ah, delicious tea. Right, you're gonna need tyres, matey, so pitting time. We are two-thirds of the way through. Oh lordy. Here you get, fella. Oh god. Thank God for a cup of tea. And off he goes for another stint. Man, I didn't get enough sleep last night. Probably why I nodded off during the stream. Never good, I'll be honest. Goes around the swimming pool chicane. What has his pace been like actually? I haven't been paying attention much to the yummy biscuit. Okay, his pace is quite a bit off, I will be honest. Okay, so 2 minutes 10 when he came out of the pits. See what he can do. Now he's on slightly warmer tyres, but not fully warm. I may have to tell him to push just a tad harder. Hello. I'm back with tea. Delicious, delicious tea. He goes round Casino. Don't tea and drive. Well, I ain't driving, so... Anyone online? Doesn't look like it, no. No. It does look like Inferno has finally abandoned me. Probably because I fell asleep. Doing that, everyone. Nah. pace is not that best. Do subscribe to Boost and Ethanol. Oh, hello. I heard something. No, I did not hear anything. Stop spoofing me, headphones. I've taken you off so I can rest my head. Now you're making noises. Subscribe to the real. Oh, phone's going off. Wonderful. He's definitely real. He ain't real. Oh, his tyres are finally warm, so let's see what he can do. He's going to overtake the Fiat 5... Overtake the Fiat 500, you idiot! That's a good boy. What? Overtake! Thank you. B-Spec Bob not doing his job. B-Spec belly. B-Spec boost. Oh, we've just finished lap 69. We're now on lap 70. 29 laps to go, which means we could be done in the next half hour. No, not half hour. I would say the next 45 minutes. Oh god, these races take forever. Big sleep. I did take the big sleep, I'll be honest. Well, it was a small sleep, but, you know. Big mate. But hey, he's looking good out there. He's doing well. Oh my lord. Going through the famous tunnel, coming up to the swimming pool chicane. Big rate endurance race in Monaco. Oh, if only that ever existed. I remember HRT. Through the bus stop. And now around Rascasse. Oh god, Midland. Oh, what a team. Minardi. They say you cut the course. Ugh. You can't corner cut here. Impossible. They ain't showing us no black flag. Blue Casino, Scott Speed. Yep, tried to cause a huge wreck, lost his ship, and tried to kill someone. Good job, good job. He thought it was an oval. Scott Speed has no speed. The memes. Scott slow. Only entering lap 72. 5 laps ahead of the Alpha, which is very nice. How much is iRacing? It's £13 a month plus, what was it? £13 for every car and £10 for every track. But I get a discount because I own most of the content. Crashing. Adam Pacitti, Adam Panini. Oh god. Remember when what culture was good? Yes, I do. Yep, back in 2016 when WCPW was a thing. Yeah. And then it got real bad real quick. Turn this off and just watch the laps. Blompier is back. I know. Blompier has come home. Well, nearly home, but close enough. He should. Oh god, yeah, I was watching that. That was bad. That was no good. They never mentioned like how Jinder was a jobber before that. Yeah. Nothing important to mention. Yeah. Yeah, but they won't mention it, will they? Yeah, of course he was a heel, wasn't he? Yeah, that's been cancelled as well. Oh, Lord. That's been postponed until further notice. Yeah, I just saw that tweet actually by Veloce Esports. Uh-oh, music's pausing. Don't you do it? Pausing. Stop doing that. Yeah, but they didn't know how to set up a bleeding F1 car. They did make... Yeah, they made their own engines, but they just couldn't set up a car. I mean, they got really good at the end. It's just a shame they pulled out. Come on, overtake the Fiat again. How can you not overtake the Fiat at the swimming pool? That's literally the same bloody situation. Literally the same exact response. Yeah, I've noticed that, Alex. Finally, the penalties have been fixed. do a rally in F1 car. Please, no. Yes, that disaster of a driver. What a mess. What a mess he made of his career. It was an interestingly bad career. He had a mediocre. Yeah, he had a terrible F4 career. He had a terrible karting career. Just what in God's name? Why did he even bother? Who would see anything in him? Oh, he's a little bit more frugal on his tyres. Hey, DKP, how are you? Yeah, I'm okay. He moved the Auto GP in 2016, which had long become irrelevant. Oh, yes. Which ran all F1 cars. Oh, yeah, that was a championship. It wasn't really a championship. Yeah. Yeah, it was full of very rich old drivers. It also had multiple different classes. Yep, Laguna Fern had an ego, which couldn't be tamed for some reason. He still beat Tatiana Calderon though. Yeah, but that's really saying something considering that they were both equally terrible. Three years of GP3, but only a highest championship finish of 13th. Yeah, he was real slow. Yeah. Oh, that horrible one? Yeah. It was just something like a 15-car pile-up, wasn't it? Well, I was going to say Calderon, but it was Tictum who won, I believe. Oh god, Spa 2012, that crash was bad, real bad. 2018's as well, where I can't remember if it was Charles Leclerc or if it was Mac or if it was Marcus Ericsson who locked up and flipped right over. I just want to start the Lotus space program. Alright, how's Buddy doing? Come on in, fella. You're gonna need some new tires. Sophia something. Okay. Can't remember her last name. She crashed at Macau and went flying. Oof. Over a barrier and into a temporary building. Ouch. What was the noise? Whew, that was close. We also had a Torpedoes design teammate, yeah. Oh, she's in Formula 3 now, okay. Sebring, Michelin Pilot Challenges drivers. Ah, nice. Sebring Super Saturday. Well, like I said, this is a pretty big boost for sim racing since all racing's cancelled. I don't know why she's in F3. Who knows? He's had 2 podiums since 2014. I take it it's been luck then? Like, what? Is it Jamie Chadwick who's actually a good driver, not in F3? Who knows, I guess. With Williams now. Well, let's see what she's made of, though. Oh, I remember arrows. Arrows. Oh, lordy. How far in? We are 19 laps to go. Should be on. Really? Oh god, it's the Fiat. Is that the Fiat? Yeah, no, it's the Honda. Overtake, overtake. There we are. Please no. Multi-class. What, an oval? Oh lord. Probably a GTI race at Ice Ring. My god. That, sir, would be legitimate hell. Some men want to watch the world burn. Yes, we can tell. Reliant Robin race. Well, just 24 hours of falling over. We've got 24 hours of endurance racing 2009 F1 cars. But that would mean Braun wins by several laps. Maybe several hundred laps. The Japanese Grand Prix, yeah. Not counting Lotus Renault. Yeah. Subscribe to the Fox. Assuming he's still here. Or maybe he still thinks I'm asleep. I don't know. Nah. I think he's afraid that I might fall asleep again. Well, coming up to the 84th lap. Around coming up to Raskas. With one fixed camera angle. Oh, no, there it is. We're coming to 16 laps to go on the main straight. This race has taken 2 hours and 53 minutes. Oh, my God. Alright, you take it easy, Daniel. Also subscribe to the Boosting Mirror. And the Kappa army is returned with Pog and John Bain. The low army. Uh-oh. Enjoy the spam. Oh, lordy. Things are gonna get real boring now. No one else is here to chat. This is not the fence. Oh, 15 laps to go. This very long, very boring race. Probably going to do about, what, hop past the left by, what, hop, coming up to quarter 12 it will be. Oh, we're coming up to the common gear though. Will we overtake the common gear? Coming up to the hairpins. Will he overtake the common gear before Casino? Oh, the Honda S800's pitting in. No, it doesn't look like he's about to overtake him at Casino, but it looks like... Oh. Oh, come on then, overtake him. Overtake the beige thing. There you go. See ya, common gear. wonder who we're coming up to next. We are coming up to nobody with a half a tank of fuel. Keep hitting my head, keep hitting my bloody microphone for some reason. Oh, hang on, is he coming up to the? Is he coming up to that Fiat? As we reach up to lap 87 soon enough. Coming up to the swimming pool chicane. No, it doesn't look like we're coming up to the Fiat. It looks like we're coming up to the Alpha, in fact, or the Marcos. We're through Rascas for lap 87. I wonder if that is the, if it is the Alpha. I do believe the one that is the Fiat going around Casino now. Oh, he is the Fiat. Let's have a look. Nope, there's the Fiat. It's just coming up to the bus stop, eventually. Honda, carbon gear. Oh, we're coming up to the Marcos. There's the Alpha. He comes through the famous tunnel. Oh, the glorious noise through the tunnel. Now, the swimming pool chicane. Oh, hang on. I think I just saw a glimpse of the Marcos. I heard it. Come on, get to the Marcos. You've just gone around Rascas. There it is. It's in... Why am I saying it's in blue? Boring headline. Lap 88. Just 12 more laps. It will be done. Here we go, going up to the famous straight. Come on, overtake the Marcos. Overtake. How can you not overtake the bloody thing? Do it. And through Casino. Overtake. You lazy, lazy B-Spec driver. B-Spec Bob, do your job. Was he finally going to overtake him here? Oh, yes, he is. Going through the tunnel in an awkward camera angle. There we are. You finally got him just before the swimming pool chicane. Your tyres are looking decent, your fuel's looking decent, so no pit till about, I don't know, lap 91. Who's it coming up to now? It kinda looks like the Honda or the Fiat. Doesn't look like much. It's the Honda. The Honda S800 is about to be overtaken. Come on, get past the Honda, get past the Honda. Oh, he's not going to do it around the swimming pool. Broke a bit too hard, however. Now get him. You're going to have to overtake him somehow. Here we go. Good move, mate. Nice move. Yeah, your tyres should be fine for another 2 laps. Yeah, mate, come on. Don't hit the walls now. Who's it coming up to anyway? The Fiat! He'll overtake that in no time. Then that will overtake it as this one pits the next lap. be. Yeah, your tyres should do another lap. Probably. I have to keep an eye on them though. Honda Bridgestone. Nice fitting. If I said Honda Michelin, that would be great. Just 2005, 2015, 16. Right. Need to keep an eye on your tyres now. I have to keep this on. However, the Fiat is coming up to Casino. And of course, B-Spec Bob won't do his job and overtake the Fiat. The Fiat top speed is of course 55 miles an hour. And it's reached its top speed with ease. And he's just hit the Fiat. Well done. Overtake, overtake, please overtake. That's it. Right, I'm gonna take you in for your final tire dash. Right, no fueling, please. What would happen if I just left it? Nothing would happen. Wow. Are you freaking kidding me? It would sit there with nothing to do. Are you joking? Alright, you're fresh tyres now. I reckon... No, you wouldn't have overtaken... No, the Fiat wouldn't have overtaken you. But you should be all good for the next 8 laps. Who's he coming up to? Probably the common gear, isn't it? No, it is of course the Fiat. Well, at least you overtook the Fiat before the bleeding hairpins. But what is next? Yeah, there's the Honda, there's the Common Gear. It looks like the Alpha's next on its list. The Take. Oh, Lordy. Come on, catch up to the Alpha and see. Where's the Alpha at now? Right, it's on the main straight. We should be near the Alpha about the swimming pool chicane. Oh, that was needed. We need to stretch. Laying down a racing seat is not comfy for 3.5 hours nearly. Right, we are... Ooh, looks like I predicted well. We're coming up to the Alpha, but I don't think we're going to be overtaking it. We're going to be nearly meeting it. I reckon we may just have it on the straight. Maybe Rascas. Well, there's the Alpha, and then we are now on the straight, coming up with lap 95 with 5 laps to go. Oh, come on then. Come on now. That's it. The world's fastest car in 1954 overtaking the Alfa Romeo. See ya. Oh, clean air for the next forever now. We go around casino for the millionth time. We're up to the swimming pool chicane once more. Oh lordy. Oh god. What did I even do there? Oh, I did that, didn't I? What am I up to anyway? Oh, look, oh gear! That is many laps behind compared to the Chad Mercedes going, which is, what, 10 laps ahead now? Oh god. We're at a bus stop. Ooh, looks like we are catching up to the common gear pretty quickly. Although the common gear is essentially just a VW Beetle in a cruising suit. 2 bars of fuel as well. That'll definitely last us. We're coming up to 3 laps to go. Oh my god, it's going to be over. Oh lord. As the common gear goes through the chicane. I wonder when we'll overtake it. Apparently we are now 7 laps ahead of the Alpha. Quite devastating if you think about it. Oh, hello, the common gear is pitted. Didn't notice that till now. Dear common gear. Oh, it's off again. Too late, we've overtaken it. With just 2 laps to go. Oh, this is a Beetle engine purr. Ugh. Oh, can't wait for this to be over. please. Oh, Fiat's pitting. The Fiat is pitting. For its final time. For the final time, we go around the Côte d'Azur. The home of the jet set, the home of the Monaco Grand Prix, which is now cancelled. Oh, we go through the tunnel for the last time. Listen to the noise it makes. Oh, yes. Now we just need to replace that with a V8. We'll have a nice grumbling sound. Here we go, last corner. And after 3 minutes, 26, for 3 hours, 26 minutes, and 59 seconds. Oh my God. Never again. That was beyond painful. Absolutely beyond painful. Ugh. There's currently a very close points lead for with the Mini Marcos, the Carmen Gear, and the Honda. I don't know who's gonna win. Who's gonna win? Well, I don't know who's gonna come third in Le Mans. I'm assuming the Marcos, because what else will? But it looks like I'm the clear winner. Hooray, default wins. But in all seriousness, Le Mans is next. And it's historic Le Mans as well.